than 3 months until the Winter Olympics take place in Sochi, Russia. One of the highlights leading up to the Games won't even take place in Russia, or for that matter, here on Earth. That's because the Olympic torch is going to the International Space Station for a spacewalk. CCTV correspondent Tom Barton has more from Moscow.
Keiichi Wakata, Rick Mastracchio and Mikhail Tyurin, those next three crew of the International Space Station, carrying that extra piece of equipment with them today on their Soyuz rocket, that long, thin metal tube, aluminium with some red decoration on top. Yes, one of the Olympic torches for the upcoming Sochi 2014 Winter Olympics. And they will take that up there in orbit out of the International Space Station on a spacewalk with them. It's not the first time an Olympic torch has been up in orbit, but it is the first time that it will have been out in open space. It won't be lit because of safety reasons, but obviously they're hoping it's going to be a very nice PR moment for the Sochi Olympics as it's carried round on the outside of the International Space Station. This will add significantly to the distance that the torch has travelled, obviously, but it's also already travelled thousands of kilometres up through the Russian Arctic, out to the Far East, and back around again, starting off in the capital about a month ago. However, despite having travelled all that distance, it has been noted by Russians watching this that so far the torch has gone out 44 times around its journey, and to a very superstitious Russian people, that is potentially a very bad omen for the upcoming Olympics. All of them watching very closely as it went out in the first few minutes of its parade near the Kremlin in Moscow, and then it proceeded to continue to do so around its journey. This is added to the atmosphere around the upcoming Olympics. Huge cost overruns and allegations of corruption there. Also the huge furore over gay rights and the Olympics, and the potential that there could be further controversy with gay competitors or protesters there, and also claims that there is massively over-heavy security there, and human rights abuses with workers on the sites and with locals down in Sochi. This, a wonderful PR moment for Sochi, but underlying it all, it won't be a light outside the International Space Station, and it is noted it hasn't been a light many times in that long journey around Russia.